Hey everyone, and welcome to the end of round one of the championship playoffs. This is 2019-2020. I'm the commish. I'm joined here by Joel Gibson. Joel Gibson, how are we feeling today at the end of this first round?
Man, we're feeling hella fine. We are going to the second round, baby. It's been a long time coming. Simmons has long been a demon I've struggled with. He was not the team I wanted to see in the first round. Zion is a monster. Simmons really is a tough team. It's been a stressful couple of weeks, but at the end of this, we're feeling pretty good.
Really glad to hear that. Really glad to hear that. We'll jump right into it here. We'll talk about the first round. We'll talk about with the former champions matchup here, going up against Mr. Modest, a.k.a. the Buzzsaw, a.k.a. Injuries Will Not Hold Me Down, the People's Champ 2020, Mr. Modest. It was close, so credit to Matt to be able to stay with me. I cite a lot of my injuries as an issue for that. Matt at the end also did get injured as well, with Middleton missing some and Fox. So you can also say that Matt kind of caught a little bit of the bug. He's the false champ. I hope he enjoyed his reign. He sent me a message today saying that he would send me the trophy, so I shall have it momentarily. Hopefully I can hold on to it moving forward.
Oh, man, I sure hope not. Congratulations on your win, Matt.
7-4. 7-4.
You will never get that trophy again. Mark my words.
He looks like he has plans with adding Capella at $5. So we don't know what he's planning for next year.
Well, it's not going to be enough.
Moving on, we've got the other quarterfinal that's in, my side of the bracket, if you will. Doug losing to CJ, also a 7-4 score. Doug used 14 of his ads. CJ used 11 of his ads, so that's an important note as well as we get into matchups and stuff and previewing the next round. Definitely shout out to CJ. I can't remember when he's made it to the second round. The final four, I'm not sure. And yes, I meant to rhyme that.
Yeah, congratulations to CJ. This is new territory for him. Uncharted waters. It could be a cold splash there, but congratulations. Jason Tatum has emerged as a really nice player. Russell Westbrook is coming around. He took care of business when it came down to it. I think Lillard being down for Doug was the nail in the coffin, though.
Absolutely. Rebounds were 20. Assists were 3. Those right there. You know what I mean? If Lillard was in the mix, could have easily been different. Shout out to Doug. I picked him as a Final Four team. He left me just short. I almost had the whole Final Four. He left me just short. That's what I get for picking him, I guess. The curse lives on. So I apologize, Doug. Moving on, we'll go into your matchup. You talked about it a little bit here. Joel wins 8-3 is the score right now. Field goal percentage was close. Threes were close. Simmons made the biggest snafu that I can remember Simmons ever making. In his life, at least in the league. $21 in one ad. If you thought I wasn't going to talk about it, you were wrong.
Bogdanovich is really the hero here.
Yeah, I guess. $21. Is this worse than my Kyle Korver ad at 17 when I first started the season? This is worse, right? This was in the playoffs. Like, this was way worse than the Kyle Korver thing.
I agree and I disagree, okay? Because here's the thing. From our understanding, this was not intentionally dropping $21 on Bogdanovich.
Right.
I do believe you intentionally dropped the 17 on Korver.
I did, yeah, I did. I was a young guy. I was a rookie. I went on to win that year after dropping the 17. I don't know why we're talking.
Technical judgment. I apologize.
Just reminiscing on my time in the league as I push forward here in the playoffs. Shout out to Simmons, though. He gave you a run, especially without having Embiid. That was a real issue. Oh, and JJJ as well. I forgot who else he had. Yeah, he got thrown out. I thought he might have had you. I was interested to see if Simmons could pull the upset.
Yeah, it was close. One thing I will say is I tried to be precise with my ads. I did not match his. I believe he had several more ads than I, but I just tried to fucking nail him. Make my dollars go further. If I had to bid a little bit more on a guy, then I had to bid a little bit more on a guy. But I was going to get my fucking guys.
Yeah, he used
Steph Curry.
Seth Curry. He used 20 ads where you used 14. Not sure why you didn't just use that 21st today just to see, but at the end of the day, I'm not sure that it would have helped him. Field goal percentage and 4 threes is all he would have needed. So theoretically, he might have been able to find that on the wire. I'm sure you're glad he didn't.
I'm thrilled he did not. Happy to make it to the second round. We are getting to the chip.
All right, and last matchup, likely the most shocking matchup, and not as a diss to Cody, because I mentioned this in the messenger this week. Cody gave me shit because I said that only Steven was the one hoping for Simmons to beat Joel. I should have said, and I stand corrected, Cody or Steven are the ones praying for Simmons to beat Joel. Cody wins here 6-5 and definitely proves a point. Not only did Steven lose to him without Cat, he lost earlier in the season without Luka and Cat. Also, likely the biggest snafu here is Steven only using 4 of 21 ads. That's not going to get it done. Cody used 15 ads. That's 11 more games played right there off the top, just on the ads.
Yeah, that's a big difference. And a score that close, that was the difference.
Absolutely so.
I am thrilled to see Cody in the next round.
Thrilled.
I didn't want to see Cody, or I didn't want to see Steven with all that money next round.
Right.
I think mano y mano, I can take this Cody bitch on down.
Oh, here we go. And it's interesting, Cody, we talked about your motivation. Here's your motivation right here. I want you to spend every single dollar you have this next 2 weeks. Make Joel spend money. I want both of you limping into the championship. Hopefully I'll be able to meet you there. Wow. That's the end of the first round.
That's the end of the first round.
That's it. Nobody cares about the Garbage Bowl matchups. It's Eric beating Adam, and Neiman beating Kyle. So Kyle and Adam will duke it out over the next 2 weeks for a shot at the last pick. Woo woo.
Nice.
Great.
Go for it, boys. Or it doesn't really matter.
Go for it. No one cares. Good season to our 4 losers: Hobert, Doug, Stephen Thornhill with fucking $60 left as the 3 seed. That one's a bummer for sure. And then Steven Simmons dropping $21 in the playoffs. What a way to end your seasons, boys. Well done.
It's been a fun ride for you guys. Happy to see you go.
Now, getting into what the people came to see, the important thing, round 2 starts tomorrow, Joel Gibson. Down to the Final Four. It's March Madness time. Final Four time. Here we go. First matchup, we're going to have a new champ this year. There is no champ matchup in the second round. So I guess we'll go with the reigning 1 seeds matchup. Mr. Modest is hosting CJ. Now, CJ has had his problems with Mr. Modest in the past, and I believe that's been the butt of several jokes that I have instilled over the past few years. He did beat me for the first time last year when, I had to tank to get to this position. But I think he's going to have a little bit more problems when I'm able to add and actually have a team that's worth playing with. I'm going to go ahead and pick me here, mainly because if we would have played over these 2 weeks, 3 weeks really, I would have won 8-2-1. Now, I know that I had 3 or 4 more ads than CJ did in the first round, so he can cite that. That's totally fine, no problem. I had more injured superstars, and they're healthy now. So, here we go. Good luck to CJ. I'm picking myself.
I, too, am going to pick you. The best case scenario for CJ, some things break right. Westbrook gets a triple-double. His cycle game is on point, perhaps a double cycle. Just try to really fucking run you. But it's going to be tough. He's going to be driving uphill. Your team's pretty good. He can hope for some injuries, though. Maybe some things linger. Maybe Greek takes a game or 2 off, We'll see. But I'm picking you.
Yes, I am hoping that doesn't happen. I will be adding. I have quite the strategy going. It worked against Matt pretty well. And I was picking well, except for Zeller, which fucked me twice. He sat on coach's decision, then sat today. I was going to say that last week, but I think I found some gold in Milton. I want to shout out to him a little bit. Shake, love the first name. Shake and bake, baby. He is going to help me win or at least maintain a good lead in points, I think. He is dropping them like crazy. I hope he keeps that up. And I hope all my boys stay healthy. One last note, Westbrook does have one back-to-back in the 2-week matchup, and he's been sitting at least one game of every back-to-back. So that's one thing that CJ should be concerned about. Outside of that, good luck to him.
I think other notable things with his team is Drummond sat a lot in that first round.
Right.
He's a difference maker, at least in fantasy. He's not really for the Cleveland Cavaliers, but that's fine. And then we will see how many games Draymond plays.
Right.
That's going to be huge.
Yep. Hopefully I can pull it out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Good luck to you, CJ. Next matchup in the Final Four is Cody, the 6th seed, at Joel Gibson. Joel Gibson, what do you think about this matchup?
I think it's going to be a toughie, but I think I'm going to fucking knock this guy out. I think I'm just going to, kick him out of here. It's been nice. I'm glad he made it to the second round, but this ain't your year, son. It's time for you to go home.
I, too, think you're going to win, but I think it's going to cost both of you at least $14 each. That's my hope. You both have 14 ads. Time to use it. What I'm looking at here is Luka's injuries. I'm also worried that Cat is out, although Cody showed that he can put up numbers without Cat. Joel, you would have won this week if you had played Cody 6-5. So there is definitely hope for Cody here. Maybe even a little Cat re-entry the second half of the matchup. You have no idea how that wrist is going to go. I think his timetable would match up that second week. You might have him. Joel's been healthy. Worried about the Celtics on Joel's team, only because with Kemba returning on my team, I know that might limit them a little bit more. You got Wendell Carter back, who looks to be getting good rebounds. He looks okay. Let's hope he doesn't get another freak injury or something like that. Outside of that, I am going to pick you, but no disrespect to Cody. He earned this spot in the second round, and he definitely has proven people wrong, who have basically been shitting on his team over the last few weeks. So shout out to Cody for getting this far at least.
True that. I think the Steph Curry ad that I had today was huge. If Luka continues to sit, he's going to be big this matchup. We will see. It's going to be a toughie, though.
Absolutely.
I know Cody's no cakewalk, but I really didn't want to see Harden. I like the idea of the ghosts of Cody's team coming back to haunt him, though, with Paul George And you may remember a long time ago, he was the one who traded me Jokic.
I forgot about that. That's so funny. And the Joker got a TD tonight, too, just as a little like everybody in the Final Four had at least one TD in the first matchup. So it's going to be really interesting. Cody had 3. Cody had the same amount of TDs as the rest of the field combined. Like, that's crazy shit. If he can continue to do that, he's definitely going to be a tough out. All that being said, I've got nothing else to say. It's game time, baby. It's March. I'm ready to go. Here we go.
Good luck to these, if you made it to the Final Four. The rest of you, fuck you. We'll see you next year.
Later.